the yeshiva wasn't so much big, but still, regular time, still was, you have to be careful. You have to be hide ourselves because you have to learn in the schools. We didn't learn in the schools. Sometimes become people from there to move. From boys, then when I start to learn, to the window, run away in other place, just sitting by the whole table with my Muhammad, sitting learning by him. As so one of the Talmidim, the idea was the older kid. The younger kid was hustling in another place. He came running, came to Bechor, came somebody to look for the boys they were not learning in school. They had to run out from the window, and they came to us from the home in the house. That was anyway. What we bring out, what get Stephen. How much the aim for learning was so, not was only the deal, but so important. And it was sacrificed to give away their lives. Because people, now the time wasn't so much. The time we did before was in the 30s. That was already in the 40s. And in the 30s, the worst time for the Rosh was in the 30s. And the older. But they were at that time, they were always learning in this city a little bit, then has to run away to other city to city and hiding himself. That's to show how much learning is important. But still, I'll tell you also from our time, I was 9 years old, and it was my bocher, a higher kid of an higher class, so they came bar mitzvah, Talmid higher came bar mitzvah, and we went to his bar mitzvah also. The bar mitzvah was the night to eat his kissel. His bar mitzvah came in one from all the Hasidim, all the Hasidim, to verbring with us, with the young boys. It was verbringen from the older Hasidim, the older people, but with the guys was about Chosid. He verbring with us. And he explained to us how lucky we are, but we are in Yeshiva. How many boys there is, Jewish boys in that time, everybody was afraid to send the child in Yeshiva. Only the Lubavitch. No, few others was close to the Lubavitch, but everybody was afraid to send the children for the public to their school, so that was cut off from Yiddishkeit completely. From their schools, they were not only teaching math, other things, they were teaching to deny, to be atheists, to kafir, to deny Hashem. He said to us, how lucky we are, what we are, how many children there is in the street, but we are the schools to be in Yeshiva. Same thing I say to you, Chavre. How lucky you are. Look, schools with the head, came in, to learn Yeshiva, schools, to learn Hasidus, to go in the Darkei Hasidus, and the Darkei Hasidus. Be positive, be up. That's the first thing. Positive, be up. Hashavite or Mitzvahs, that's first. You may have to thank the Eberster schools with the head, be a Talmid, a Yeshiva in general, especially Rebbe's Yeshiva, were Hasidus. Thank the Eberster. There was a Nigun Rosh was singing, was walking to the Rebbe. It was far, very far from the Rebbe. It was in the time when I was in the time of the previous, for Friedrich Rebbe. And but the same thing was way there, even more problem. It was always the walking to the Rebbe. It was a Nigun was singing. In our time was also singing, but our time was singing different. They singing the Nigun, same thing like the Keodadian, same tones, the words, but the way around, the chant, I was singing the way how they brought when we was already here, the other, they came out in the later years. I came out for Rosh for 6. They came out later in the 60s, 70s, end of the 60s, and the beginning of the 70s, so it's better. They wrote a Nigun, how they were singing to the walking to the Rebbe. nicht. Der Rebester wird geben, gesund und Werbung, wir sind sein mit unserem. Hashem will give health and life. We will see ourselves with our Rebbe. Der Rebester will see the Rebbe. Der Rebester wird geben, gesund und Werbung, darum wir sind sein mit unserem. I revenue. I revenue, Rebbe. Ich bestelle Gebe, gesund, Rebbe. Darum ist es sein, ich bestelle Gebe, gesund, Rebbe. Darum ist es sein, mit uns, as an example to know how it was the wife sitting in Russia in bitter times. No connection with the Rebbe, could not ride, could not anything. And the Zeres was the decrease was very, very hard on everything for sitting, for learning in Shiva, in jail. There is a famous story, and I don't know if you know the story, about the nine boys. But it was taken in jail. They catched 9 boys with their teacher. You heard about it? But the story is a famous story, but I don't know if you know the story. It was heard? No. It was in the 1938. 1938. Sitting boys. There is from the boys that are still. So a few of them still alive from one of them. There is in front house there is Father Vyshansky, the father is Yitzhak Vyshansky. The Father Vyshansky is one of the boys, and Verbo Avram is one of the boys. I think two left from this 9 Talmidim. It was 9 Talmidim, but there was then 13, 14, 15. It was then, and their teacher was our uncle of mine, Moshe Kralevitz, Moshe Rubinson. He was the Mohammed. He was also a bocher. He was the Mohammed, the teacher. We were hiding in a shul, hiding there. Always was somebody to see, somebody. If we call it often, it was the Gemara, it was called hiding Gemara. Who used to do it? That was Chovdar with Tevis, and the seeding and Fabrik. And all of a sudden came in somebody, catch them. That is it. Hide before. Get all the details, I don't know exactly. Kiss the catch them up there. Find them, hide them. They didn't hide, they're not, it's not a yeshivas, not students, they only students, and this is a party, this is a... Kids took them all, everybody to the police, and they not give them to eat, and because you're young to say this to them, but still, they matter them much of the tell the truth to them. The night said, no, it's not. She was not. Till my uncle himself, he was that is a issue, but that's not forbid. But he took everything on himself, and he did it. He took together the boys, and nobody else. Only one of them, but he was already in the store, Shei Brook. So his name he mentioned, but besides that, he himself did everything. No, they put it in jail, but the children, they took their homes to educate them, to make them a good communists. No, there was a big sakona. That was Chassidim, and it didn't sleep. Came out, the Chassidim, they took them out, all of them, takuts. But they had a want to go for a walk. But it was on the high of them. They took them out Shabbos, because the Rav passed them, he don't want to do it in Shabbos, because they were on the way, but another day they would catch. But Shabbos, they were thinking that something good could be. In the Shabbos, they were going for a walk, and they were like a chain, one after the other, and all of them said, a few are here, a few are here, a few here. Saved all of them. Not of them will be one of who knows what. Not the came out, all of them, all 9, no, that is, that is shows an example what Chabad is, what Chassidus is, how Chassidus has the power to go against all the, against the storm, the stream, against the zam, against the stream, not to be the spore for nobody, but not to spore for biddings with all things, no? Zaid, all that stuff. Maybe now we have other obstacles, not police, not this, only the Yitzhak. Now it's only the Yitzhak. There is like a union Hazer, type of Hazer, but it's not the Yitzhak, it's all type of, but they have not to do with it. The only one Yitzhak we have to deal. But that's our job. We have that, we want Torah, we want Chassidus, so that's a good deal with Yitzhak. Good deal with Yitzhak. The whole was Chaim.